Good morning everyone and welcome back. This morning is the 14th of January in the year 2021 and the time is 8:07 a.m. and the temperature is 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
And we're at Union Turnpike and Hewlett Street in New Hyde Park, Long Island, New York.
It is a bit overcast, but from what I understand we should see some sun today. What are you doing today?
I'm good. It's good to be alive.
Next time I'm going to say, buddy, it's good to be alive today, right? Or don't have to wait until next time. Buddy, it's good to be alive today, right?
You got it. Yeah, definitely.
You know, even though it's cloudy, but it's not really heavy. Up there you can actually see the blue beneath the clouds because it's like a bit puffy but thin.
Yeah, it look like multiple layers of clouds up there.
Yeah. Subway, Glen Oaks Family Vision, Key Food Supermarket, Burlington, ladies, men's, kids, babies, home coats, MJM designer shoes. Q46 bus.
Yep, goes all the way to Queens Boulevard and Forest Hills.
Yeah, I've taken it a couple of times. I take it from...
Oh, Kew Gardens, I'm sorry.
You take it from 450 Lake Success. Yeah, and I take it to Main Street. And then when I get to Main Street, I connect to the Q44 and go to Main Street in Flushing.
Okay.
And then I take the number 7 train towards Manhattan. Yeah.
Have you ever ridden the Q66?
Yeah, but not for long distance. I would take it like from 114th Street to maybe 51st Street and Nothern Boulevard, or maybe from 51st Street coming back to the higher number, maybe of say 100th Street or somewhere there, like at Langston Hughes Library.
Well, suppose we keep going in that direction toward the east, where would you end up on the Q66?
I think the furthest that bus goes to is the foot of Edcotch, Queensboro Bridge. I'm not sure, I think so.
Okay, 21st Street down there. Yeah. Okay, but I mean, if you're coming east, west is toward Manhattan.
Oh, it's stopping Flushing Main Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here comes to Flushing Main Street because Flushing Main Street is a transport hub. You get so many buses over there. You get the Q27, the Q26, the number 7 train. You also have the Long Island Railroad over there. And you get a lot of buses.
Yeah,
Q17.
25, 34, 44.
And the 46, as I was saying before. And you can take the Q46 from Main Street there, go all the way up to the Bronx Zoo.
The Q40 what?
44.
44,
yeah, the
yeah,
Q44.
right.
That's a long bus,
Yes.
the double bus there.
Right.
It takes you all the way up to the Bronx Zoo. So when you're in New York and you need to get anywhere, you're crossing Winchester Boulevard. You just need to know where to go, and believe me, you have no problem. And the good thing with the trains is that once you get on the train and you get down, you can just transfer to another train without you have to pay more fare or get another ticket. You just do a transfer. Once you don't exit the station, you just transfer. And if you're on the bus, once you pay, if you use coins to pay, then the driver will give you a paper transfer card. But if you use your Metro card to pay, then you get the transfer on your card. On the Metro card. Yeah, but the thing with that, you cannot take the same bus you just come off to use a transfer. You have to use another number bus, and you can do so within 2 hours. After 2 hours, then it expires.
Right, unless you have the unlimited Metro card.
Yeah.
Then you can just ride. It's what it says it is.
Yeah.
It's unlimited. But there's still a time restriction on it.
Grand Central Parkway. And the unlimited.
Yeah, unlimited
it's
also
20 minutes, so you can only swipe it. 20 minutes have to pass before you're able to use it again.
On the same bus, not on a different, like say a different bus or
on the same bus. Because, and why they cut that out is because people used to buy it and sell passes.
I'm glad you knew that one.
Yeah, and sell passes because you could just swipe it as often as you want, but then they put a limit on it.
Right.
Yeah. Their stores out here open, because like I know further over in Queens and Bronx and Brooklyn, most of the stores open at 9:30, 10. But if you notice here, anyway, we have a mixture of residential and commercial buildings just in between each other, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
220 Street, still on Union Turnpike. This building here up to our right.
Yeah. Like a Catholic church or is that Catholic?
I'm looking to see if I see a name. It's American Marching. I couldn't even see the word so fast.
Yeah.
Faster since I'm doing driving videos, so I can just quickly see the word. But the thing is, when the sign, I do read fast, but the thing is, like the sign is all the way at the end there, so by the time I'm to pass it,
and it was on an angle, so you really couldn't read it as you were coming up to it. You had to wait till you got right to it, and then you going by it so fast.
Yeah, but that's true. I think I read pretty fast, but like when it's on an angle like that, you know. But if I'm talking about a building or something interesting, then I really like to say what it is, you know.
Right. You know something, I kind of feel like I wish it was warm today. I feel like I want to be in a park or something, you know.
Hollis Hills Terrace we're crossing. Yeah, I wanted to go to the park today too, but I just figured not today, but definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow I'll be going to a park. I'm not sure which one, but I'll be going. And one with a lake or some water body, a body of water, you know. Crossing Clearview Expressway.
Francis Lewis Boulevard, and the bus route on this would be the Q76. That's part of Cunningham Parkway,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah. To our left.
Gastroenterology and hepatology. That's to my right. Crossing 188th Street. I think day before yesterday I was on 188th Street. Oh, that was me and you too. On 188th Street. But we did it from Fresh Meadows, so we're at that oval. I think it was Edgar G. Holmes Oval, and then we branched off and went on to 180th Street, and we took that all the way to Jamaica Avenue.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the name of the oval?
I think it's Edgar G. Holmes Oval.
You have some memory. I guess it's that way when you're so young.
Well, if you're even young and you have a lot of things on your head that you're not supposed to have on it, you're not going to be remembering anything. So I try to keep my mind and brain free.
You keep it brain free so you won't go on brain freeze, huh?
Exactly. You know, talking about brain freeze, if you're drinking something really cold and you have a brain freeze, all you have to do is raise your tongue up to your palate and let it stay there, and your tongue warm your palate, and the brain freeze kind of go away. Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll be making a right turn onto Utopia Parkway.
Now we're traveling in a northerly direction.
There goes a Q30.
This street has speed cameras on it down by the school.
Yeah, that church we just passed, it's Holy Family Catholic Church. It seems to be a really old building. Seems like it could even be a landmark just looking at it.
Yeah, I can see it out of my side mirror, yeah.
Yeah. And to my right here across the street, it seems as if it's a park or a playground. Looks more like a playground though. Sometimes when it's like that and then it has a small green area behind, then it's called a park playground. Yeah, if you have some room for picnicking and stuff. But this look more like a playground.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yes, Utopia Playground. Yeah, so if you're used to it and familiar with a park and a playground and a park playground, then just looking at them, you can almost say what it is. Yeah, because you'll see a playground, as I said, and if you see an area behind, or you know, with like a few picnic tables or something, then it's a park playground. You know, the bigger ones, then those are really park. But just looking at this, I could actually see it's a playground.
Okay. I just learned something new today.
Yeah, I've been to a lot. I have a lot of videos with playgrounds and parks. So going to so much, I kind of learn to spot and see the difference. Yeah, so I can differentiate between the three. Not all the times I'm right on spot, you know, but yeah, most times I am. And we're crossing 69th Avenue. You see those one family houses to our left there?
Yeah.
I really like those houses.
You know, they have more room in them than it seems.
I don't know. They just seem homely to me. And to my left here we have a Toronto Dominion Bank. This bank here came about, I think, 1955 when I think it's Toronto Bank of Toronto and another bank, Dominion. I don't remember the name. The two of them merged together, and then it became Toronto Dominion. I think it was 1955. Yeah.
Okay, when did they come to the United States? Because you're saying Toronto, you're talking Canada.
Yeah,
Canadian,
yeah. I don't know when they came to the United States, but I know those two banks, they merged. Yeah, and I think 1955 they came together to become Toronto Dominion. So Bank of Toronto, and I don't remember whatever Dominion. Yeah, the two banks, yeah, they merged that time.
So that's why you call it TD. Toronto Dominion.
Crossing Horace Harding Expressway, still on Utopia Parkway.
Yeah, and the school to our left is Francis Lewis High School.
I know a guy that worked there. Real good friend too.
That's where I used to drive bus. You're talking about the other school, aren't you? What is it?
No, I'm talking about that school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know they have the prep school as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. St. Francis Prep?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the house color.
Yeah, that's real nice. And we're crossing Peck Avenue. Here we have another park. This is Kissenia Park.
Casina?
Yeah.
Really? That's another Casina Park?
I could swear that's what I see. It's Kissenia something or another. Okay, there's a sign here. Just go a bit slow so I can see. You don't have to pull over, just. Yeah, it's Kissenia Corridor Park. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know there's another Casino Park, straight down on Casino Boulevard.
Yeah, that's where they have the Kissenia Lake.
Wow.
Yeah. But this is Kissenia Corridor Park.
Okay. Live and learn.
And this is Effington Avenue.
Coming up to 46th Avenue. On my left-hand side and on my right side, the same street turns into Hollis Court Boulevard, which is the bus route of the Q26 and Q27 at this point. Also, the Q31 runs and makes its right turn right here to go over to Bayside. That store we passed back down the corner, the big supermarket, Marino Supermarket.
Yeah, I remember it was a meat market.
Meat store, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
Don't bite your tongue.
Alessandro. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's something like that. But I remember it was closing down for quite some time, and then I think this place is here now for probably almost 2 years or a year, and yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, for years they were saying the place was going to close down, so I guess it wasn't in the works for a good while, and finally it did. It was a family store. I had been there for eons, for a long time.
Isn't that something how people have a way to express themselves when they want to say something is for a long time? Yeah, we say eons,
yeah.
or we say until the 12th of never, or we say, like in Jamaica, we say from Wacky kill Philip, you know, and we keep saying who was Wacky and why did he kill Philip, you know? We don't know what it is, but you just have some strange ways of expressing yourself when you're talking about something that has been like forever. And then they also have the most popular one in Jamaica that, like, now some of the younger kids in their 18s and stuff don't know about it, but you will say from saltfish was shingling house top. Yeah. Because saltfish is so expensive now. Yeah. So I'll get back to that, but we are now on Nothern Boulevard heading west. Yeah. So yeah, saltfish, you know, in Jamaica, ackee and saltfish is the national dish.
Right.
And saltfish was at one time, from what I heard, was really, really cheap. So everybody would just buy saltfish. People would get tired of saltfish because it was so cheap, everybody just eat it. But then saltfish became so expensive now that people would say, yeah, it's from way back from when you used to use saltfish to shingle house top. Yeah, and I don't
so
know.
Plentiful.
Yeah, and that's how long ago you used to use it to shingle house top, you know. And I don't know what you know as shingle here, what you have as shingle here, but shingle there were some thin boards. There were some thin boards, could be about half an inch thick and maybe about 16 inches long.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's what they used to use as shingle. But as I say, you have different kinds of shingle. But here just come and it's like saying, you know, people have such different ways and terminologies of saying things to show you how far back they're going, you know.
It was so cheap and so accessible that you had enough to be able to shingle a house.
Yeah, but
yeah, we used to say also forever and a day.
Oh, and that's a whole long time.
Yeah.
Crossing 167th Street.
From here until eternity. There were just so many different expressions we used.
Yeah, but I say the one that gets us the most is from Wacky kill Philip. And we can never understand who is Wacky and why he killed Philip, you know. But that's how it is.
What do you think that is?
COVID line, yeah. And we're coming up to Station Road. This is 161st Street. You know, the other day I was in Flushing Meadows Park and I saw some crows. Those are the biggest crows I've ever seen. They were almost big like what we'd call a common fowl, a young rooster. Yeah, really big. Why I mentioned the crows because I saw a small European starling.
Okay.
Yeah, and the pole there, so it just reminded me.
They look like crows?
No, they don't really look like crow, but because they're black, it just dragged my memory.
I get you.
Yeah. A grackle more look like a crow. Because some grackle, they can be like black with a bit of like purplish color with that glaring yellow eye.
Okay.
Yeah, so a grackle would more remind me of a crow. And the temperature is rising a bit. It's now 41 degrees Fahrenheit. And you see how bright and sunny it's getting.
Yeah, it is in comparison, yeah.
Yeah, but this is good weather. In January like this. Yeah. Really good weather.
It's beautiful here. I'm enjoying it while it's here, believe me.
Crossing 150th Street. Northern Boulevard, foot care to my right.
Years ago, we would have already had 3 or 4 big snows.
Snowstorms.
Snowstorms, yeah. Ice storms and everything, but now it doesn't seem to get as cold as it used to years ago. I guess you can attribute that to global warming.
Well, I'm not sure what you can attribute it to, but I'm happy to have this kind of weather.
Yeah. Downtown Flushing, the face of downtown Flushing is really changing, man. They are building so many new buildings over here. If I didn't periodically come through here, I wouldn't even recognize the place. Building on this side also. Wow.
I have some heavy duty equipment over there.
Yeah.
Retail space for lease. I wonder what was there before. I'm seeing a lot of corn on the road. I don't know how the corn is still there with all these pigeons flying around. They probably don't see it as yet.
Is it kernels or?
They're kernels.
Okay. Think somebody put it there for the birds?
Yeah, most definitely. Because you also have some bread. It's a bread of it's a mixture of bread and corns.
Okay.
And we're now crossing Parsons Boulevard. Approaching Bond Street, where I think I'll be ending my ride on Bond Street and Northern Boulevard. As always, please remember to subscribe, and if you have any comments, suggestions or questions, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section. Thank you and see you soon.